Today I'm going to show you how to draw Twilight Sparkle from My Little Pony. First you draw her ears. And then you draw her mane. And then you draw her horn. You have to make it a bit sideways. And then you move on her face. Her face is a bit like animators. So you could make it a bit round. And now her hair or mane. Now that completes her face, but you need her eyes. So to draw her eyes, we're going to draw 2 circles. And then we connect the lashes. And then we draw it down. And then we connect them. To draw her pupils, we have to draw her outer pupil. And then move on her inner pupils. And then draw a tiny circle. That completes her eyes. And now she needs to smile. So we're going to draw her nose. So this is her nose. We need to draw a curved line, 2 dots, and a smile. Well, that completes her face. Now we're going to move on to her body. So we're going to draw a line here, and a line here, and curve it down to the butt. So we curve that around. So now move on the legs. Going to curve that. Then we're going to move on down and then curve up. And that completes the 2 front legs. And now we're going to move on to the bottom legs. We're going to curve that. Then move that. And then draw that. And then curve that on. Now we're going to move on her tails. We're going to draw a line down. And then crisscross and move it up. And she has some highlights. So we're going to draw that and on her hair too. And this is just missing a cutie mark. So we're going to draw a star and 4 tiny stars. And lines across the stars. Well, that completes Twilight. To color Twilight, you need black, hot pink, light purple, and dark purple. You start by coloring her skin. Her skin is light purple, so you're going to color really lightly. When you're done coloring her bottom part of her body, you move on to her face. When you're done with her face, now you're going to move on her hair. Firstly, you color the highlights. You don't have to color really dark. And now we're going to color her mane. The other part of her mane, the outer part. Now I'm going to move her onto her upper mane. When you're done coloring this upper part, you could move on to this part. And then you're gonna move on to this highlight. I used hot pink. Now I'm gonna move on to this downer thing, which is a mane. Gonna keep on coloring. When you're done with your mane, now you can move on to the cutie mark. You need pink for the cutie mark. So this part will be hot pink. Color darkly. And now you just need to color the horn. And this completes the look of Twilight Sparkle. Thanks for watching. And you can always use a Sharpie to outline it. So you start with the mane. And then her highlights. And her ears. And her mane. And her horn. Her eyes. You color in the pupils. Now it looks cuter. And then her nose, her smile, her cutie mark. Her stars, her butt, her highlight, and lastly her tail. And now it looks much colorful and the colors pop. Please subscribe for more videos like this. And bye!